Hey guys, today I want to talk about listening and showing interest in what your partner's saying. A lot of us do this, I think, is, for instance, like an example, I feel like is the best way to sometimes explain some of these things is, I don't really like football. I love basketball, but I don't like football as much, and Austin loves football. And even like in the way that you see other couples and the way that they go about things, like some people will belittle their partner, or if somebody says something, like I remember Austin told me how much he loved football, and he was telling me something about it, and I was just like, yeah, that's really cool. You know, even though I don't really like football, but I'm showing that I'm listening, I'm showing excitement for the things that he enjoys. But one of his ex-girlfriends literally told him that she thinks it's stupid and she doesn't understand why he likes football. So if you look at that, if you put yourself in their shoes, if you enjoyed something and somebody told you, yeah, that's pretty stupid, how would that make you feel? Do you know what I mean? So you have to kind of keep that in there and in the back of your mind, and to really push out of your comfort zone, if that makes sense, to fully 100% give your attention to your partner and listen to the things that they're saying. And even though it might feel weird to be like over exaggerated a little bit, that you're excited for the things that they like, or they tell you a story that maybe you can't really relate to, it's hard, but because we definitely get more excited when we can relate to somebody and something that we have in common or a similar situation. We get excited and we just want to talk, and it could even be in the sense of that. So this next thing I'm going to share is to listen, not to listen to have a response or like an answer. And that obviously is easier said than done, because a lot of the times we let emotions take over. When our emotions are heightened like that and we're upset or we're sad, we just want to spit fire. Do you know what I mean? And if somebody says something that upsets us, we just want to answer. And so what we tend to do out of habit without thinking about it is we tend to talk over people, whether that's an exciting story. And this took me a long time to get used to, because I'm one of those people, I love talking, I'm like outgoing. So if somebody's saying something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've done that too, or oh yeah, and then I talk over them, and it's so disrespectful. And it makes you feel like when somebody does it to you, it makes you feel like those people don't really care what you have to say. And it's not very nice. And so I've had to, like, you almost have to bite your tongue and literally just listen fully to what they're saying. And in my mind, I'm literally like, if I forget what I was gonna say, then maybe I just wasn't meant to say it, you know what I mean? Like, but I didn't talk over that person, I let them fully finish what they needed to say. So I wanted to give that example too, because we do it around that time too, when we're excited or we wanna share something and we wanna just have this conversation with somebody. But it could also be when you're upset with your partner and you guys are kind of in an argument, you could say, is we get so upset and we get very defensive and we just want to fire and be like, no, this is how it was. But you literally need to like step back and almost imagine it as that there's a wall, and there needs to be like a clear connection there and understanding, like there is a wall in between both of you guys, and you're both going to be on this side of the wall together while this person talks, and you sit there and just listen to what they need to say and try to understand where they're coming from with love, and see maybe where you could do better, or maybe like what they're struggling with, so that you can help them come up here and there's like a mutual agreement on things, on what each person needs to do. And then after that, instead of interrupting or saying this is important, or what about this, oh remember you did this, like we tend to do that a lot. And so then, like what I was saying with the wall example, is you both are gonna crawl over the wall. You're gonna let this person talk first. You're gonna fully listen. They're not allowed to say anything until you're done talking. And then you guys are both gonna climb over the wall together and let the other person talk. And they're gonna listen without saying anything. So to actually listen instead of listening to have a response is super, super important, especially when you're arguing and your emotions are all over the wall. Like, I've totally been there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's kind of what I wanted to go over is, totally forgot what I was just talking about. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about, you know, is going over some of that, to actually listen to somebody or to show excitement in something that somebody's talking about, even if, you know, a lot of the times, I tell Austin some of the stupidest things, but they're important to me and I want to share it with him because he's my best friend, you know, but I share the most random things that literally do not matter, and he's probably like in his mind, why are you even telling me this right now? But he is such a good partner, and he gets it, like he understands. So he's like, wow, that's amazing, babe. Or like, you know, he responds, because as humans, we just want to be validated. We don't want advice. We don't want opinions of things. When we share something and we're excited about it, we just want to be validated. We want other people to be excited for us too. So I just really want to put that out there. I really hope that this helped some of you. Definitely would love some feedback. Like I said, these videos are so long that I just get excited. I want to share a lot. So if you guys have any feedback, I would love to hear it. I would love to know if this has helped some people. And yeah, so that's going to be it for today. So we'll see you guys next time.